Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the third book in the Folk of the Air trilogy, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Now, since this is the third book in the trilogy, I'm not going to say what it's about since that would spoil the first two books. So if you haven't read the book and don't want to be spoiled, stop watching now. With that said, here's my review of the third book in the Folk of the Air trilogy, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. It was horrible that Dane tricked Cardan and got him to switch arrows so that everyone would think that Cardan shot the mortal, even though Dane did in the prologue. But it did explain why Cardan's mother was locked away. It was also sad to read that no one really cared about Cardan while he was growing up. It was interesting to see what Jude's life was like while she was banished in the mortal realm, but I was really happy when she went back to Fairy. Even though after everything Taryn did, I understood why Jude didn't want to help her at first. But she did want to go back to Fairy, and pretending to be Taryn was the easiest way to do that. And I also wanted to see what was going to happen between Jude and Cardan, so I was really happy that she was going back. I was wondering what was going to happen when Jude first saw Cardan while she was pretending to be Taryn. And while Cardan was questioning her in front of everyone, it really did seem like he thought she was Taryn. But once they were alone together and he revealed that he knew she was Jude, it made sense. I mean, Cardan has spent a lot of time with Jude, and I feel like at this point, even though Taryn did pretend to be Jude in the last book, he would know how to tell them apart. But when Cardan asked Jude why she hadn't been responding to his letters, it made me wonder why she never got them. It was a surprise to me that Madoc and Oriana actually believed that Jude was Taryn. I mean, I know that Jude and Taryn are twins, but Madoc and Oriana raised them, so you would think they would have a way to tell them apart. Also, Madoc had Taryn pretend to be Jude in the last book, so you would think that he would know that it was possible that Jude would pretend to be Taryn. It was a surprise when Jude found out that the ghost was being held prisoner by Madoc. I was mad at the ghost since he betrayed Jude in the last book, but when he told Jude that the reason he did that was because he offered his protection to Locke, and Locke had asked him to let the Undersea abduct Jude, I wasn't as mad, but it was still upsetting that he betrayed Jude like that. When Oriana found out that Jude wasn't Taryn, it was good that she agreed not to tell Madoc and that she wrote a letter to Vivi telling her to come get Jude. But even though she did that, I didn't think it would be easy for Jude to leave the camp. So I was really happy when the Roach and Cardan showed up to help her. It was better that she had people helping her than if she did what she had to do by herself. It was obvious that Madoc was going to find out that Jude wasn't Taryn, but I was wondering what was going to happen when he confronted her. I knew that Jude was a good fighter, but since Madoc was the one who taught her, it was going to be a hard fight. And I knew that Jude wasn't going to die, but I was wondering how she was going to get out of there. So I was very happy when Vivi, Taryn, and Grandma Mog came and saved her. When Cardan told Jude that when he banished her, he had said that she could come back if she was pardoned by the crown, I didn't even think that as queen, Jude could have pardoned herself and come back. And clearly Jude didn't think of that since she was surprised when Cardan told her. But it also proved even more that Cardan cares about Jude and wanted her to come back. I had been wondering who prevented Jude from getting the letters that Cardan had sent her, so it made sense when it was revealed that it was Cardan's mother, Lady Asha, because, like Jude thought, no one else would have the power to stop a message from the High King. And even though Lady Asha didn't tell Jude why she did it when Jude asked her, it made sense that it was because that she was afraid that Cardan would never tire of Jude. It was really sad when Heather told Jude that the deal she made with Vivi was that they would stay together while they were in Fairy, but once they left, Vivi would make Heather forget Fairy and forget Vivi. You could tell that Heather really regretted making the deal, so I felt really sorry for her. So I was really happy when they ended up agreeing that Vivi would go on a quest and meet Heather all over again, but this time do things right. And if she succeeded, Heather would get her memories back. When Cardan turned into a serpent and Maddox tried to take power because of that, I was really proud of Jude when she said she was the queen and ordered the guards to seize Maddox and his party. And I was also really happy that the guards listened to her, because with Cardan gone, you could tell that Jude didn't think that they would. And even though they didn't capture Maddox, it was good that Jude had people who would listen to her. I felt really sorry for Jude when she cut off the serpent's head, since that meant that she was killing Cardan, but she knew that it wouldn't be right to have him under her control again, so even though it was sad, I thought that Jude did the right thing, especially because it caused the curse to be broken and Cardan turned back to normal and he was alive. I was really happy that Jude finally got the chance to tell Cardan she loved him, but I didn't blame Cardan for not believing her, so I was really happy that she was able to convince him. Cardan and Jude have been through a lot together, so I'm really happy that they're finally together. I loved that the epilogue was Jude's coronation. I mean, yes, she technically became queen when Cardan and her agreed to marry in the last book, but she hadn't had a coronation yet. So I was happy that the book ended with Jude officially being queen. And I also thought it was good that Cardan let Jude decide what would happen to the prisoners who betrayed them. And right before Jude told Maddox what his punishment was going to be, I had a feeling that she was going to banish him to live in the mortal realm. And I was right. I really loved the way everyone's story ended. Thanks for watching, guys! If you read the book, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. I also have reviews for the first book, The Cruel Prince, and the second book, The Wicked King, on my channel, so you can go watch those if you want to. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!